So when you're pushing on your partner, what you want to be asking yourself as the guy pushing, it's not a contest. It's just a training modality for you to sort of explore, using your partner as a source of biofeedback. So when I push on his body, I'm looking for anything on my behalf that's giving. Like if my shoulder is recoiling a little bit, or my hips are wiggling a little bit, I don't want anything to come back at me. I want everything to go into him. And so part of that is, technique should always be hara supported. It should be connected as an inflection of your center. So this inflection we're talking about in your hand, that is happening precisely at the same moment as this inflection in my center. And my breath is sort of the conduit. That feeling. That feeling. You watch a guy like sensei. That's sort of how he's doing. There's a difference, right? But that's it. It's that feeling of relaxation and then connection, where everything is behind everything else, supporting it like a wave. And if you think about just the mechanics of a punch, so I would say that would be slightly more sophisticated because it's a little amorphic. It's a kind of relaxed, just a but we don't learn that way. We learn sort of this very stereotypical kind of shape to get the right feeling. So when you do that, well, the important junctions, well, yeah, you want to make a good squeezing of peanut butter because you're trying to connect your fist to your forearm. So karate people usually have fairly well-developed forearm muscle. Because if you don't make that grip, although you can do it without, like if your alignment is really true, you can create that line going right back into your arm. But if you're just a little bit off, energy will exit. That for every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. Like the thing hitting back at me, it's going to go into my body and exit out my wrist. So that's a critical junction. So that's why squeezing peanut butter is the glue that holds your fist to your forearm. Second important place is when the energy comes back, you don't want your shoulder you don't want the energy to go out that way. So pulling your shoulder down to your torso. So I stand around my house. I mean, I look like I have a neurological condition. And I'm always doing that. Because I want to get that to now go into my core. And then when it gets to my center, I want to kind of, like if I'm, say, making a gyaku or something, when I make the hit, I want to kind of connect, so that it doesn't wiggle and exit out in these little vectors on the horizontal plane. I want to kind of glue my torso to my stance so that energy now goes into my legs. And then I want the flatness of my feet because ultimately my purchase is the earth. So those would be the critical junctions in the Gyaku 101. Flatness of feet, connection to your center, low grip. All happening as a function of my breath. But once you feel that ability to hit an inflection point, then you put it in anything. So we're going to go back to trying that again with your partner. Deflect, Haiwan Nakashiyuki, drive in Kizamuzuki. Okay?
So
yeah.
Hitting it at the last moment?
Yeah, it's like everything is hitting a focal point. So you have I think if you're like a oscilloscope or something, you have like a baseline of total relaxation, then a spike of activity back to total relaxation. So this is the objective, is to be supernatural, and I use that word because it takes a lot to be that natural. But you have to be supernatural, and then you just.
They were so.
Now, this makes it on YouTube. Now he's totally a woo-woo guy. But you want to be like super relaxed. Let's put it that way, and then you want to hit an inflection point, and then relax again. So relax, and relax again. Not caught in the echo of your movement. How many times you see people, they got all this echo of their movement. There's downward block, there's sotoke, there's shutoke, Kizamuzuki. But I'm always right back to that relaxed frame, catching the moment. Okay, try again, okay?